This is passion fruit. I loved my wife with passion. My anger for a bully in my youth was full of passion. I will try to give this homily with passion. But rest assured it will be short due to today's long passion readings. Now, I must admit that I am confused. What in the world does the word passion really mean? The modern uses of the word passion demonstrates some of the dictionary's definitions, yet none are historically correct. It is the darker and more shadowy side to passion that rarely gets any airtime on television. The etymology or origin of the word passion is from the Latin passio, meaning specifically the suffering and physical pain Christ experienced between the night of the Last Supper and his death. Only during the Renaissance did this meaning shift to physical love or enthusiastic devotion, and in today's language, even fruit. Hence, the accurate historical meaning is being willing to suffer for what we love. When we discover what we are willing to pay a price for, we discover our life's true love, that is, our true passion. So, its original meaning is what we see in today's passion readings. When we feel compassion or empathy, from the Latin com meaning with and passio meaning Christ's suffering, we don't want to seduce someone or feel zestful or enthusiastic. Rather, we feel and experience the sufferings of another, as demonstrated by Christ's suffering. But the question is, by that definition, why do passionate people suffer? It's one thing to suffer and be a victim. It's an entirely different thing to be willing to suffer for a cause and become a victor. Christ's passion wasn't the superficial bliss of what made him feel good in the moment. It was the cross-carrying, torture-enduring suffering of a man who understood how and why to sacrifice immediate pleasure for long-term gain and ultimate joy. Jesus showed this when he quoted the first line of Psalm 22. My God, why have you forsaken me? He obviously anticipated the joy of the last line of that same Psalm 22, which gives praise to God for his faithful deliverance. As the people rightfully did in today's first reading when they shouted to Jesus, Hosanna in the highest. But instead, passion demands suffering, freely accepted suffering, and the endurance of that freely accepted suffering until the end. If we cannot deal with that side of passion, we are not truly passionate. Of course, many of us opt out of passion when we begin to suffer. It is understandable in our pleasure-pumped world. So let us pose questions to each other. What is your passion, as demonstrated by Jesus in today's passion readings? Your real passion starts where suffering starts. Are you strong enough to endure with Christ's passionate example and help? If so, you will understand the meaning of passion and how Christ shares in our passion. Jesus' lesson for us in today's passion readings is that love has to be sacrificial to be divine. It must give itself away. Only then will you become a victor and not a victim.